This is the Pharmacy Medications Tracker site, which allows a pharmacy corporation to track medications across many pharmacies and know when they're running out of medication. So the first step is that a person can sign up or log in, and it must be said that they must know a code. As a security measure, there is a code which is changed on a regular basis, and only authorized people know the code. And whether a person is signing up, logging in, or using a social media to do it, they have to know the code first. So just to show you, if you enter the code here, then you have one has the option of logging in through Facebook or Google, but I'm going to just have a new sign up for a new person. Okay, so first we're signing up here, and so we'll create a name, we'll create a person. Okay, okay, and we'll have an email, so that'll be Moltovi @pharm, and their password will be, we'll just have a password 1234, and confirm it. 1234, and the person has to enter the code. So when a person's logging in or signing in, they enter code at the end. When one is signing up through social media, one has to enter the code before one can access the social media page. So we will put in the code here and sign up. And we won't save it. Okay, so we can see we have the welcome page, Alexander Motoivi, and as you can see, there is the navigation bar, which is now accessible. It was not accessible before a person was logged in. So now, for instance, for all of these, you have the option of seeing the full list and creating new. So just to give you some examples, so we have here all patients. These are the patients on the list, and one can search for patient by name. So if, let's say, one can put in Ashton and search, and there that's what shows. And then and if one wants to see the entire list, one would just have it blank and do search, and then the whole list would show up. Okay, so we'll go to Kenesha, and as you can see, we have all the information on Kenesha, her different prescriptions and everything like that. And the prescriptions are basically has all the information together: the patient, the pharmacy, the medications, the amount. So you can choose, you can edit any of these for Kenesha. And there we can see your date of birth. You can change her address. If you want to change your prescriptions, you'd have to go to the prescriptions area. Then you have a choice of submitting the information, and you know, then move forward from there. Okay, so this is the edit form where a person can edit it. So, for instance, we'll change it to 1445 New Street, and we'll submit the information, and we see for Kenesha, it's now 1445 New Street. Okay, now we have all pharmacies, so the different pharmacies here. In addition, the search bar works in the exact same way, so we'll pick this one, Hawthorne. So it gives you the address. It also gives you the medication that you're talking about in the total that we have within the corporation. And the last update, you can see this pharmacy's medications. So this is the only medication they have. And we can also go back, and we can look, let's say, in Beach Street. We can also, of course, edit this pharmacy's information. So we'll change it to 790 Young Street, just to show that we can do it. Okay, and we see now it's been changed to 790 thing. The same thing with the prescriptions. Now we also have the options of making new medications or anything. So here's a new patient form, so you can fill in. So for instance, we'll create a patient, Wallace Stevens, and one has to enter all the information, otherwise one will get an error message. So we have to make sure we enter everything that needs to be entered. Not born in 1800, so 87, and the address is 123 Main Street. Okay, and we submit the information. So this is Wallace Stevens. Okay, so we have Wallace Stevens as a new person, and if we go back to the all patients, we now see Wallace Stevens has been added. We also have the ability to have a new pharmacy, so we can create a new pharmacy. We call it Court, okay, whatever, and 345 Rowell Street. Okay, create the pharmacy, and now when we go to all pharmacies, we will see courts on the list. And finding the new prescriptions. And here, what happens is it's very easy for a person if you can either create a new one or you create a prescription for a patient. So you can just pick an existing patient, okay? And now the question is, which pharmacy is this for? So you pick the pharmacy. Now the question is exactly which medication do you want to do? If you don't like the ones on the list, you can create a new medication. And also you want to have the amount that was dispensed. So here we'll put down 50. Okay. And then we enter the information, and the calculation then goes back. So when one looks to the total that you have on stock, this would be taken into consideration. And finally, at any point in time on the navigation bar, one can log out and go back to the front page. And that's the Pharmacy Medications Tracker site.